Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Giganato Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What is up, my fellow dinosaurians? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are back in another Spinwheel Park. That's right, we're doing a brand new Spinwheel Park because we ran out of room in the last one. So, we're going to have all the creatures in here, and if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the video. And welcome back to the wheel. We are back, and we're going to spin the wheel and see what creature we get first. And the first creature going into the park is... Looks like we're starting with a herbivore, Psittacosaurus. A small little herbivore. That's it. Just a small herbivore. I was kind of hoping we'd get an apex right off the bat. That would have been awesome. You know, we'll just put the Psittacosaurus maybe over here. And maybe we could put like a few other herbivores in here. Maybe something a little bit larger. There we go. Alright, let's place Psittacosaurus in. But first, additional bays and accelerated growth. Psittacosaurus. Where is that? Aha. Ah, here it is. Just a small little herbivore to start us off. And then we'll make them nice and comfortable. And then maybe we could throw something else in. Who knows? Let's throw these guys in. Psittacosaurus. Let's go.
Personnel, please stand by.
Our first species. Which only got us to like 1/3 of a star. There we go. Psittacosaurus should be all ready to go. What can we see from here? Can we see the Psittacosaurus? Oh, we can hear one. Switch camera. He's like, oh my god! Ah, that's hilarious. Alright, there's one right here. And then we've also got the viewing dome. We can probably try to see the Psittacosaurus from here. There we go. Now that that's done, let's move on to the next species. And the next species going into the park is... Tyrannosaurus Rex. Right off the bat, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's put him here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's put them maybe over here. Right off the bat, you get T-Rex. Should we throw an amphitheater in? Alright, first let's go ahead and raise the terrain here a bit. I can't believe we got Tyrannosaurus Rex right off the bat. It may not have been the first dinosaur, but it's one of the earlier ones. Here is our amphitheater from Jurassic Park San Diego. There we go. That's good enough for a T-Rex exhibit, right? Let's move the hatchery over to here. Alright, can we not with the building constraints and the obstructions? There we go. Alright, Tyrannosaurus Rex is being hatched up. And we'll give them a suitable environment. We got this whole area. Hopefully they'll wander over here in this amphitheater. And then, of course, we'll modify it to their liking. And we didn't really take up that much space. Pretty cool. So we got Psittacosaurus and T-Rex in one spot. Alright, these guys are going to need some more cover, I guess. There we go. Perfect. And then maybe a patch of water over here, just in case they get thirsty over here. There we go. I do plan on adding more herbivores in here. Hopefully we can add more herbivores in. Looking good so far. Alright, T-Rex is ready to go. That will definitely boost up the ratings. An apex predator right off the bat. Yeah, the rebirth T-Rex is definitely a lot bulkier than the regular T-Rex. complaining about the lack of space. Oh, piss off. I don't know what you want me to do. I really don't know. Like, maybe I could put a hotel in. I don't know what you want me to do. Let's go ahead and maybe put another hotel in. Just to shut them up. There we go. Nest claimed by Psittacosaurus. What do these guys want? All right, a lot of cover. Let's give them some cover. I think they're heading towards the... What's it? The amphitheater. They're both heading towards the amphitheater, which is awesome. All right? They should be completely satisfied. There we go. Completely satisfied. They're heading towards the amphitheater. Cool. The people will get to see the T-Rexes in here. That's awesome. Now, to get them a large nest. All right, while the T-Rexes get used to their new home, and we got some Psittacosaurs claiming a nest. Awesome. Let's see what the third creature's gonna be. And the third creature of the episode is... Really? You want to throw an Indominus Rex in right off the bat. That's certainly gonna boost the ratings. Alright, let's get to work. Where do we put the Indominus? Alright, we got some Psittacosaurs. Awesome. 3 of them. Psittacosaurs have been added in. Let's go. You know, while we wait for the Indominus to be created, let's get our next creature. And the 4th creature in this park is... Spinoseratops. Couldn't we just throw them in with... Nah, they probably need a bit more space than that. I was thinking maybe sharing the enclosure with Psittacosaurs, maybe like some smaller herbivores or something like that. Yeah, we could do that. All right, we got a nest claimed by a Psittacosaur. Awesome. All right, we got to wait for the Indominus to hatch up anyway, and then we'll see what goes on. Maybe we could put the Spinoseratops between the T-Rexes and the Indom. All right, let's get our Indominus Rex out. Bigger than the T-Rex. You're gonna need a lot of teeth to take this guy on. Just the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Indominus Rex to the park.
Alright, what do you want? Of course you want prey. We'll give you some prey. And you want a bit more pasture, and you want some cover. Let me welcome the new Psittacosaurs. Anyway, there we go. We got 5 new Psittacosaurs. There we go. You should be completely satisfied in your new home. Indominus Rex. Now that that's done, let's move on to Spinoseratops. Now, where do we want to put these guys? Let's work on the next enclosure. Maybe we'll put the Spinoseratops here. I almost called them Stegoceratops. Oh my god. Let's get Spinoseratops maybe over here. Let's release our 3 Spinoceratopses, and we've got 1 T-Rex egg incoming, which is awesome. We're probably going to need a... Yeah, we got a carnivore feeder here, so we can easily use that. Spinoceratops is ready to hatch. Let's go ahead and hatch all 3 of them up. And then let's get a viewing gallery. Oh, already? Wow. The T-Rex has hatched. We have a new Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's go. And, wait, what gender are you? You are a female. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And the Spinoceratops are ready to go. Let's release them. We got a Lux one. That's awesome. And it looks like we got one of the Camp Cretaceous skins as well. What'd we get? I think that's Angel. Looks like it is Angel. Yep, Angel.
We are pleased to welcome a Spinoceratops to the park.
Now, I know these guys like fish. I know that. Yeah, they want fish. And, of course, we'll add in as time goes on. And let's get our 5th and final dino out of the way. And the 5th and final dinosaur in the park is... Oh, Mutodon? Mutodon. Let's go. Our first rebirth creature. The first time it ever landed on a rebirth. All right, let's get an open-air aviary. Let's put the let's put the Mutodons over here. Well, maybe we'll get like 4 of them. We'll get 4 of them. I think that's good. That's good. Let's get an aviary viewing, aviary hatchery, and an aviary viewing gallery. All right, let's hatch these guys up. The only real dinosaurs we have are the T-Rex and Psittacosaurus so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Mutodon to the park.
Let's get the second one. 3 and 4. I'm just gonna watch them all come out. That'd be nice. That's the second one. Number 3. And here comes number 4. There we go. Mutodon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
right, obviously these guys are gonna want. They're gonna want
Mutodon
prey,
to the park.
some wetland. There we go. The Mutodon should be completely satisfied. We get to look at the Mutodons a bit. These guys are awesome, Mutodons. Alright. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.